So today's call, I want to talk about alignment in your character and your foundation with your team. Let me move this over here. And so you can't hold someone accountable if they're unclear goals. And so I have a framework, number one, to keep your goals clear for your team, the 5-year goals. It's a very simple framework. And then number two, on the implementation of what you're looking for. A lot of times our team does not understand what we're trying to ask of them because we're not as clear as we could be. I'm going to go live on this thing on Instagram. All right. And so next, ask your team very clearly and restate it, like really layer 2, layer 3. Okay. Ask each person to state their personal and professional goals. What do I mean by that? I mean that like real stuff, like how many vacations do you want to take a year? Where do you want to go? Why do you want to go there? Get deep into what actually matters to them. Okay, how much money do you want to make? Why is that important to you? Okay, what kind of car do you want to drive in 3 years? Why do you want that car? How far do you want to live from work? When you buy your house, which city are you going to put it in? Like the thing is a lot of times as a leader, we're not making it crystal clear with their vision. Like we have coaches, okay? We go to these events and conferences. Our team isn't getting that tool and resource, okay? And if we're not providing that, they're not gonna get it at all. And so when their motivation drops, you gotta reconnect with your team, reconnect their goals, okay? Because one thing that I want you guys to do, I'm gonna send over Ludi, if you could send them the PDF, and we'll include it on the videos too. But the thing is, like, I want to make sure that my team has their goals so damn clear that if we're off, me included, and my actions don't meet my goals, we're having a conversation about it. Because what needs to change? Because you need to be able to reflect, do your actions match your goals? If I told you I wanted 8 figures in my freaking company every single year, and I wasn't making the damn actions, walking, talking, dressing, acting like an 8-figure entrepreneur, my actions do not match my goals. And there's the problem. That's why I'm not 8 figures. And so that's the thing with your team too. You say you want it, but what do your actions say? When we self-audit ourselves, what do they say? Movers say they want to go to a higher position, they want to make more money. Be like, okay, well, you say you want to make more money and here's your goals, but look at this, your actions. You left the truck dirty, you didn't call for billing, you're not getting 5-star reviews. So somehow there's a question on like what needs to change. What does that look like? And then it's a self-reflection period. Most of us don't do it enough. Okay? So ask your team this month, what's your top goal this month? Why is that important to you? What daily actions are going to support it? Okay, if it's a sales KPI, maybe that's follow-ups. And just because you know the answer doesn't mean you need to give the answer, okay? And when you're giving an answer from now on, the way you should be talking is like, have you ever considered? Have you ever thought about? Okay? If your team stops to think for themselves, there's problems going on, okay? They're really like just following you and not an actual leader in your business. You're not avoiding any danger. They're not steering the ship clear when you're not there. There's only one captain. I want all captains, okay? Because I want them to have their ship in my business. I want to be a part of their success, their journey too. My next point here, number 2, is your non-negotiables, okay? As a leader and for your team, you either stand for something or you fall for anything. And I'm going to repeat this to let this sink in. You stand for something or you fall for anything, okay? You're going to get distracted. There's more shit than ever that's going to go on in your business. You're going to fucking get hit by all sorts of shit. This winter that we're going into is probably the one you've never fucking seen in your business, ever. I know it because I can feel it coming. And I'm doing as much business development as I can. Okay? Damage claims going above and beyond. Sales, I'm reworking the whole way I said I pay my sales team. Why? Because I want them to have a better life. I want them to write off more shit in their business. I want them to go out there and fucking get it. Okay? You don't sit and fucking wait for the phones all day anymore in this company. You're a leader of your life. You're an entrepreneur in the company. You're not just a salesman. You're a savage on this company, okay? They need to start making these decisions like, this is my life, okay? Am I gonna fucking go and take lunch for an hour and a half and fuck off and go home and then drive back for another 30 minutes? Or I'm gonna bring my shit to work. Am I gonna start eating clean? Am I gonna hit the gym? Because when I bang the lines on the phones, I wanna be the person helping people. I wanna be the source on the other side, the guide, the person that's got their own life taken care of, guiding other people. Like, you cannot help anyone else until you can help you. And that's what we need to decide for our team. Am I allowing them to help other people? Okay? These become our filters for decisions in our behaviors because our goals match our actions. Okay? So ask your team, what are your new non-negotiables when things get tough or boring? Okay? In bowling, right? You know how like rolling up and you're like, you know, you got the bumpers up and to hit a strike, okay? Those are your non-negotiables, okay? If you don't have your non-negotiables in line, you're fucking hitting gutters with your team. And so the non-negotiables keep you in the fucking zone, in the lane, targeted where you need to go. This is what happens. This is what successful companies do. They have their non-negotiables and they keep each other accountable. They have call-out culture. They are straight with people. They tell them when they're fucking up. Because we all make mistakes, okay? Number 3 I want to talk about today is transformational versus transactional relationships, okay? Transactional is I get it, you get it. Short-term, surface level, okay? I get it, you get it, surface level shit. Transformational, I grow, you grow. Long-term trust, I invest into you, you invest into me. Okay? Transactional, they're just here for a paycheck. And that's okay to have people in your company for that. At the lower level, they just want to be there in and out. You know, I get it. You need it. We're growing. We need people like that to bolt onto our company. But we want people that are running our company, here for the long run, here to grow. And then the people that are here, you have the top 10%, the bottom 20, the middle 70%. Those people are transformational. They're here to transform. They're here to grow with you. You can't be the only one growing and becoming a savage in your business anymore, okay? My team's becoming coaches. Why? Because they're around this. They have the knowledge. They have the confidence. Confidence builds confidence. And what builds confidence is more repetitions, okay? Doing things over and over and over and over again in your business. And recognition that they're kicking ass at it. Like, you guys are kicking ass. And I was like, the reason why I hold you guys to a whole different standard is because I hold myself to a whole different standard, and you are my family. And I will not let you not reach your fullest potential. Andy Elliott says, I care so much about people, more about people than they care about themselves. And that's the type of mindset that we need to have to carry our team to the next level, okay? Like, the legends out there, they gave ultra fucks about everyone around them. One of our number one core values in this company is to build others around you. Never settle. Get 1% better every single day. Okay? These are commitments we make to ourselves, but also our team. If we're not getting better, no one's getting better. And if you're not getting better, you're setting that temperature, that weather in your business. And when you're unhappy with your life, if you're confused, if you don't have direction, how do you think everyone else around you's feeling? Like, if I want to start a storm, I fuck everything up. Like, everyone's in a bad mood. That's influence, okay? And if you have influence over your team, you got to audit what you're bringing into the company. Audit yourself every single day. Am I being grateful? How many moments of gratitude am I having? Am I doing my box breathing that I taught you guys, the $1 Million Morning? I'll send it in the chat too, okay? Doing my box breathing. How thankful am I? What am I grateful for today? My health. I'm just like, that I'm able to go do this stuff. That I'm in the lane that I want to be. Like Tony's like, that I'm out of the fucking day to day. You know, that my marriage is on fire, that my wife and I are more aligned, living the life unlived, you know, going out to Arizona, chasing this fucking dream, starting a second location, going crazy and shit, inspiring other people to go after it. Like, yes, you can do it, you know? That's the freaking dream. And an abundance mindset means being open to change, collaboration, and some competition, okay? One thing that I've noticed when starting competitions in my business is that I'll go overboard. So if there's one thing that you want to take from this call too and implement immediately, build a simple competition in your business. Just a little friendly competition. Like, hey, look, like let's, you know, walk every single day this month. Not distance, or let's do blank steps per day, like 5,000 steps a day. And then let's read 1 page per night, because when you read 1 page, that leads to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 10. Now you've got some knowledge, you're reflecting, you're investing in yourself, and you're growing. You're getting 1% better every day. I want us to reflect which relationships in our life or our business are transactional and which feel transformational. How can you remove the transactional or move it into now transformational, okay? Are we transforming people around us? When someone new, this is my number one thing. When I'm around an entrepreneur that hasn't met me yet, my number one goal is to light this motherfucker up. I want you to just walk away like Tony's like, I'm getting fired up right now, dude. Like when someone comes and meets you, I want it to be your number one goal to set someone on fire, okay? That they're just like, man, I just want to go after it. And that's the person that we need to be for our team too. And those are the things that I forget too. Is like, I'm pouring this all into everyone else. I got to look in my own backyard, okay? At home, like, am I firing up my family like to go to the gym and do all these things that I'm doing too? Like, or is it just me, you know? The thing is like you actually draw energy from other people too. The fourth thing I want to talk about, we've only got a couple more here. Number 4 is perspective and patience, okay? We often think we should be further along, but don't realize how far we've come or what we've been preparing for, okay? We often feel like we should be further along because we don't realize how far we've come or what we've prepared for. Look at you guys, okay? I saw these Instagram things. It was like, man, like if you 5 years ago, if they told you where you would be at, could you even believe it? And I was like, you know, I see like Tim Krupp on stage. I'm like, man, like I respect the shit out of this guy. He's killing it. Brian Slater, fucking Stephen Reed, you know, even Winston, you know, going from one industry, jumping to another and crushing it. And I'm like, dude, motherfucker, like you ain't seen no one yet. I'm 5 years from now, I want to be the craziest motherfucker on stage, you know? I want to inspire the craziest people on stage. 5 years from now, you're not going to recognize anyone in the moving army. It's a whole different animal. All these people that I'm around are going to be on these stages in their own community. These are like, we're the next group. And I hope you guys recognize how far you have come. If you're just getting off the trucks, holy shit, you used to always be on the trucks. If you got one location, now you got 2. If you were doing all the sales and now you're not doing any of the sales, holy shit, now you've delegated, okay? You're starting to figure out how to scale, okay? These are the biggest things is that, pause. These are the biggest things that we just need to think about is like be grateful. Set the energy and the frequency. Here's the frequency chart with enlightenment at the very top of this, okay? Enlightenment means you can enlighten others, okay? Down below is, I don't even know what it's called, but you're depressed. You're not happy. You're not making anyone happy. And you know what? Misery loves company, okay? But enlightenment loves company too. And that's like pulling energy from a place of light is what it's all about. And so we need to audit ourselves, be grateful, put our mindset in that like, man, I just get this like the $1 million mindset. Like, I'm just radiating this great energy. Cause like, honestly, like you've been start feeling it, right? You walk into a room, you light the room up, or like you're in the airport, you're talking loud, you're getting crazy with one of your buddies on the phone, and like everyone's staring. Like, that's because you're something special. You're operating on a different frequency, and there's fucking sheep out in the world. People that just are fucking existing, living inside the box, not excited about anything that they do. Honestly, they're suffering inside. And that's why we're lacking a lot of leaders in the fucking world right now, because most people aren't lit up, living their dream, passionate about it. So just recognize how proud of yourself you are for chasing the dream. You get to do this every single day. You get to live the life unlived. You get to take risks, man. Those back against the wall, ready to risk it all. It's like, damn, I get to make a big freaking risk. I get to make a big investment. I get to double down. Not everyone gets to a point, because the worst thing that you could look back in your life is that when the person who you've become meets the person you could have became. That's the worst thing that could ever happen. Growth is hidden until it's self-evident, right? Like you don't feel it. You feel like your wheels are spinning, traction hits, and you're all of a sudden in a new area, okay? So ask this. Here's a prompt. What lesson are you in the middle of right now that you won't understand right now, okay? Something's in your life is going on and it's teaching you a lesson. We learn in 2 ways. It costs us money or it hurts us. That's one of my best friends told me once. Okay? What lesson is life giving you right now? Okay, like once I started like the coaching, I was more aware of what the universe was saying to me. I'm at church, I'm pulling messages, like what season I'm in. Am I planting seeds? Am I plowing the fields? Am I harvesting the crop? Like, where am I at? What is the lesson trying to be taught? Like for me, starting this company in Arizona is that it's humbling, man. It's like, fuck, I'm not a big leaguer out here, man. I'm a little guy. And like people see my videos, they're like, holy shit, you got a compound in California? And so yeah, I do. But like, what lesson is life teaching me right now? To be humble, to be like willing to like start something fresh and put it all on the table to build a freaking legacy, to build something bigger than just you. Okay? Number 5, this is fire right here. This is some fire shit. Okay? The boring work is the foundational work. Okay? The boring work, the boring shit is the foundational shit. Okay? All work is profitable, but if it's not working for me, it's working on me. Okay? If it's not working for you right now, the lesson that I'm talking about, it's working on you. That's the message. That it's all profitable. Everything you do is working either for you or on you. But you need to be able to recognize and be grateful for the opportunity to get your balls kicked in. Because I always say this, is that winners win at losing too. Because winners lose more than losers. Okay? And the more you win, the more losses you take. That's just a freaking universal fact. Okay, when you're getting kicked in the teeth, when you're feeling scared, your back's against the wall, your bills are adding up. That's because like you're getting better, and this is a bigger problem now because you're bigger. You got more liabilities, you got truck loans, you got 50 people that rely on you. It's like you're the freaking guy. You're the person that people look up to. Like, I don't think we recognize how many people in our community that look up to us. Like, these aren't people like to give you the pat on the back. And I'll give you guys all a pat on the back. I look up to you guys too. You guys are savages, okay? Because there's so many young entrepreneurs in your space. So many other business owners. Even like the referral partners. They look up to the crazy shit that you're doing. You're unique. You're special. You light people up. We don't think about that, okay? Check this out. Entrepreneurship versus not being an entrepreneur. And I'm saying entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship, okay? Because the ROI on being an entrepreneur is still just as big as being an entrepreneur in a different way, okay? And a 9-to-5 job, this is what your life looks like. Work, get paid. 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 Work, get paid, okay? Here's entrepreneurship for everyone. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 get paid. Work, 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 work. Work some more, work, get paid. And then it starts to transition down the road. Work, 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 get paid, get paid. Work, 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 work. Work, 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 get paid, get paid, get paid. Work, work, work. Then work, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid. Okay, that's entrepreneurship, okay? Getting kicked in the fucking balls for 5 hard years. Putting into that hard work, okay? For 5 hard years. That's what it takes, okay? That's entrepreneurship. We gotta be okay with riding this dragon, okay? We're gonna go up in the high season and down in the slow season. What does my team need? Who do I need to become in the slow season? I need to get out in my community. I need to go teach other businesses how to utilize social media. I need to do things that shake the fucking trees. Maybe some voicemail drops. Maybe some email funnels. Maybe something new that no one's ever done. Maybe I need to DM all sorts of people. Maybe I need to throw a gala, okay? Why? Because the fucking society is so used to being fucking average right now, it's driving me fucking insane. Like, we're doing these fucking real estate events, and they're not even fucking dressing up. I'm like, this is how I view this industry. Like, this is the economy, the catalyst in the economy. And we're so casual about shit in today's age. I'm about to drop 15 grand and throw a badass gala so everyone feels fucking awesome. Like, it's crazy how casual life is getting right now just because the interest rates are a little bit slow. Okay? We need to be the spark in our community. Okay? To donate this Thanksgiving, to donate this Christmas. We need to bring the energy and get loud, tell all the freaking press, and show what a real business looks like. You know, we are the movers and the shakers. This is the people that the community needs right now, okay? Your brand and your character. Number 6 is the message of today. Be known for something, okay? Intentionally. Be known for something by design. It's not by default, okay? Your word is your brand. Your character will outline your skills, okay? What do you want to be known for, okay? I want to be known for the electricity, man. The never settle, high energy, crazy guy that never backed down. Never settled, okay? What do you want your community to say about you? What do you want people to say about you at your funeral? Okay? You want to know the number one way to determine your core values for you? And I'm so sick and tired of all this bullshit core values of like businesses like integrity, honesty. It's like, fuck all that, dude. This is my family core values. When you join my business is a mirror of me. You join my family. And if I don't like you, there's no room for you in my business. Clean and clear, you know? And so this is what you got to understand is that you got to be known for something. And what you stand for, if you write down what do I want people to say at my funeral, like for real, that I stood for, that's the Yarborough core values, okay? And so that's now my company core values. And that's how we interview people. That's how we take people in. That's how we grade people. That's how we culture match, okay? It's like we want people to match the culture in our business. Well, why don't they just match my family? So reflect to this. What do you want your name to represent in the industry, in your community, in your home, in your family, okay? Are you living that out? Do your actions match your goals? Do what you say you're going to do, not because someone else is watching, because it defines who you are inside, okay? Today, I want everyone to write one commitment down they're going to do by the end of this week with actions behind the goal. What are they going to do? And like, honestly, an easy one could just be like, I fucking make this cool-ass presentation for my team where I fire them up. Or I start a GoFundMe, a Thanksgiving turkey drive, 100 turkeys, you know? Do something. Commit to something. Stand for something. Get loud. Get that public ready for the next big move that you're going to do and set the standard for our industry. Because honestly, there's not enough leaders doing this kind of stuff anymore. And that's wrapping it up. All right, who wants to voice out what their commitments are? Thanks for joining us live, guys.
Why don't you